basketball team not winning and they cannot figure out why? Well, we have, and we've tried our very best to search for solutions to help improve our basketball team. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Baylee McCullough.
I'm Mirena.
And I'm Jena.
And we are from Trenton Middle School.
Most interpersonal skills can be grouped under one of four main forms of communication: verbal, listening, written, and nonverbal communication. Some skills, such as recognition of stress and attitude, are important to all forms of interpersonal communication. In order for communication to be effective, a person's verbal and written communication must match the nonverbal cues either consciously or unconsciously, given otherwise miscommunication is inevitable.
We found this quote from Charles Dickens: "Electric communication will never be a substitute for the face of someone who with their soul encourages another person to be brave and true." We found this true with our ball team this year. We started by using the planning process. When identifying concerns, we identified that students are not talking on the court. Our four options were that students need to talk and listen to one another, students need to learn about body language, students need to talk about their feelings, and students need to work on better eye contact.
Next, we set a goal. Our goal is to improve communication by letting the team know how important it is to communicate out loud, listen to others, and practice it. Our measurable goal was to win at least 40% of our games. We felt this was appropriate because we lost our first game when it should have been a win, but our team's communication was not the best at the time.
It was time to form a plan with details, timelines, and alternatives. The who would be the basketball team and our star event team. The what would be communicating with every player on the team so we can have better outcomes for every game. We identified the when and where would be from November 1st to December 19th at the Trenton Middle School. When we approached the how part of the planning process, we knew that we would have to work very hard. We decided that before every single game, we would give them a pep talk to make sure they communicated on the court.
Communication is very important because it encourages every person on your team and it makes your team great instead of just good. We decided that we wanted to give the basketball team goodie bags before 4 of the games. This is where the cost comes into play. The goodie bags only cost $12. And the last resources portion of our star event would include the girls basketball team, the coaches, and our teachers' thoughts.
Now we are ready to act. The team started off with a loss, but then won the next game. But then it went downhill from there. We didn't want to talk or listen to another because we wanted to do our own thing. We were losing games that we should have been winning. We decided that social media drama was taking over and causing our team to lose. We needed to listen to our fellow players and play with each other instead of alone. We also let the coaches know about the project because we knew that they needed to be involved in order to have some wins.
We started implementing our listening skills and we're learning body language from each other. We finally learned to listen to one another. It took a while, but then we finally won a game. So then all of our attitudes were a lot better than before. The next games, we started to listen more and we started to win because we were talking to one another and listening to what was said.
Our teacher suggested that we hand out goodie bags due to improved wins and to raise morale. Everyone was so excited. We ended with 5 wins and 5 losses. Some ways that we helped the team improve their communication skills was to yell shot every time someone shoots so the whole team knows the shot is up, or to yell switch when someone sets a screen on them. One last way would be overload drills. When you overload the defense, they don't know what's going on around them, so they have to talk.
We were trying to make the team have a better time out on the court, and we were really hoping that things like treat bags would help. The win showed us how successful our communication advice was. The team started to listen and to communicate to what everybody else was saying.
We learned in fact class the importance of communication. This is very important because we wanted to make communication better on the basketball court. After we helped the team improve their communication skills, they started winning. This showed us how important communication can be in all of our lives.
We are very proud of the outcome of our games. We had an even number of wins and losses, but we are proud of the improvement of our communication skills. We would like to thank our coaches, each of the team members, the cheerleaders, and our advisor. We felt like we had challenges in the beginning with personalities, but then we overcame them.
We would like to say a big thank you to our amazing advisor, Ms. Beck, for pushing us through everything and helping us make a success.